Howdy everybody. Welcome to video number 8 in the wing series. So I'm not actually working, I guess I'm working on the wing, but it's not the wing proper. It is the aileron hinge brackets. And so there are 4 hinge brackets. So there's an inboard and outboard for both the left and the right. And while I am only doing the left wing right now, the right wing I will work on after I get the left one done. I am doing both sides of the hinge brackets because they were easy to do. They weren't big pieces. I don't have to, find a place to store them like the wings because the wings are gigantic. So I decided to do both sides. And so this is me working on I don't know what side it is. I think that's the left wing outboard hinge bracket. And yeah, there it is. So that's the little piece that I'm working on. And I also in this video will work on the inboard one as well, and there is a service bulletin, so I'll discuss that service bulletin. But before then, let me do a joke for you. So what do you call 2 ducks and a cow? Quackers and milk. Quackers and milk, that's dumb. Oh man. I tell you. I love jokes. The service bulletin that I'll go over here pretty quick is the SB 16-03-28, I believe. And it has to do with the rear spar cracking. And that's where it is right there, where that hinge bracket fits on the rear spar. And then they provide in the service bulletin this image. I'll show you here real quick. Those are the new hinge brackets for the inboard side for both the left and the right side. And the service bulletin, it's pretty easy to read through. It has step-by-step instructions on how to take things apart and put them back together and all of that good stuff. I kind of feel sorry for people that already have their wings put together because there's 10 or 11 pages of how to take it apart, and then there's 2 pages of how to actually add the thing. Since I don't have my wings together, I'm just doing the 2 pages. It's kind of nice. Okay, here is the service bulletin 16-03-28. This is what I've been working on in the video you've been watching. So I just kind of wanted to show you the service bulletin. It's on vansaircraft.com. You can just go to service bulletins and pull it up. But this is kind of what it looks like. It starts off with, hey, this is what we've seen happening. You see the cracks there in that image. That's what they found. Here's how to fix it. Here's the steps that you need to do to take apart your wing. I happen to be building my wing from scratch, so don't have to take anything apart. So all of the take apart steps I don't have to do. So that's kind of nice. So all of those steps are for people that have already put their wing together. And then if you scroll down, it says to detach these apart, and then it says for RV-10 and RV-14, skip down to step 20, which is down here. And then here is the first part of what you have to do for the RV-14. So you cut the angle aluminum there where it says, you remove the bearings, do all the stuff, final drill, kind of self-explanatory, just instructions. You just keep doing them the way you're supposed to be doing them. And then here are the aileron brackets, the left and right one, and how it all goes together and what you need to rivet them together with. And then this is how they attach to the spar itself. So this is the rear spar. And then the backing plate that gets added to the back that it gets riveted into. So it looks like this when you're done. Well, here's the bucking bar, but kind of looks like that anyway. That's pretty much it. That's how you do it. Those are pretty much the instructions for the service bulletin. Okay, and to get to that particular service bulletin, you go to vansaircraft.com. click on the support button up at the top, and then in the drop down, click on safety and service info, and then select the type of aircraft. I would select RV-14, and then if you scroll down, it's probably a quarter of the way down from the top. You'll see SV16-03-20A.
One done. Doot, doot, doot. Okay.
Okay, now I know I told you guys I wasn't going to show you a whole lot of deburring and priming, but you do get a little bit of that here. They're small parts, so I figured it wasn't that big of a deal. So those parts have all been deburred. I just cleaned them up and scuffed up, and then I just cleaned them up with acetone, and then yeah, paint them, and you're good to go. And then you paint them, and they're wonderful. And then I'm putting them together here. I'll show you a picture of them together here in a second. You'll see it. But you use the rivets that are called out for in the service bulletin or in the instructions. They're pretty easy. They're a lot bigger than a normal rivet, though. They're a lot longer. Kind of cool. So that is the outboard aileron there that I just finished, and now I'm putting together the inboard one. The inboard one is where the service bulletin kind of came from, so just so you are aware.
Okay, I did it the way the instructions said. I do not know why these were supposed to be countersunk. I get why these might be because of movement of the aileron, but I don't know why these are countersunk and those aren't, when these aren't either. So I don't know, but I followed the instructions, so hopefully that's a good thing. And then this can just get put right on here.
That is pretty much it, putting those together. That's the last part of those particular, that's the left wing stuff. I do have the right wing stuff. I'm going to zoom through it really fast here in the last, I don't know, 20 seconds or so of this video. I did do both sides because they were pretty easy, and so this is me. You can see me deburring the parts. I scuffed them in that thing, I cleaned them off, and then I painted them, and that's pretty much it for the other side. So no boring you with the same process over and over again. As always, like and subscribe. See ya.